When you receive an urgent or time-sensitive email from a team member, it's a good practice to reply directly after you've read it. In this video, we'll cover a couple of tips about how to reply immediately to time-sensitive emails. So let's start with why reply immediately. Replying immediately to sensitive messages acknowledges that you got the message and helps calm your team members down and manage expectations. Now, most people don't know how to interpret silence and wonder about questions like, did they get my message? Are they working on it? Did they overlook it? Did they know it's a priority? So make sure you reduce their stress by acknowledging their emails. For example, if you receive an email stating, hey, I really need this completed within the next 3 hours, and you can actually get it done, then instead of just working on the task for the next 3 hours and then emailing them when you're done, it's better to immediately reply and say something like, got it, and we'll work on it right away. So let's talk about a couple of tips about how to reply immediately. The first tip is to make sure that the acknowledgement is meaningful. So don't reply with just an okay unless it makes sense. Now, if your okay is a quick answer to a question or a simple acknowledgement, then that's totally fine. However, if you get an email with 4 actions and 7 questions, then an okay becomes meaningless and misleading. So make sure you add more info to your acknowledgement. And here are a few examples. Okay, I'll get this done by 2:30 p.m. Central Time today. Sure, I'll reply back to your questions before our deadline. Will do. I'll forward the attachment in the next 2 hours when I'm back at my desk. And finally, acknowledged, I will try my best, but no promises. And notice that those are very quick and short acknowledgements that you reply back to your recipient with, and you manage their expectations about whether you can get it done or that you'll try your best, but you can't give out any promises. The second tip is to spell out your need for an acknowledgement yourself. So if you're the one sending a time-sensitive email and you want people to acknowledge that they received it, then simply state that out clearly for them at the end of your email. And here are a couple of examples. Please confirm that you received this email and that you'll get this done. Or kindly let me know that you read this message as soon as you get it. So you're basically managing expectations on your behalf so that people respond back to you with some sort of an acknowledgement that they got the email. And that's it. Let's wrap up with a quick summary. Reply immediately to time-sensitive emails to manage people's expectations and calm them down. The first tip is to make sure that the acknowledgement is meaningful. And then tip number 2 is to spell out your need for an acknowledgement as well. And that's it. Thanks for watching. On to the next video.